Do, 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 do. Hello. There she is. Hello, Angel. You just gotta have a little bit of patience. Just a little bit. Oh no, big sniff from the boy. Baby boy. Wonder if you're gonna be brave and cross the carpet today. Look at that little pile of fluff over there. I really should have moved that. A little tribble in the corner. Blessums. You waiting patiently? Are you patient for your breakfast? Hello. Hello. Justin, good morning. How you doing? And Kinetic, thank you very much for the 50 months. Good morning to you. Good morning, Rob. And Revan and Ned. Yeah, I was umming and ahhing about... So basically I was meant to be filming 2 different things this week, and they both got cancelled. So I have more of a free week than I thought I had. So yeah, I thought, do you know what? I may as well do a bunny stream this morning as I can now. Good morning, Laura and Mundy and Palin and Joe. How's the I don't have COVID going? I mean, still so far testing negative. So hopefully, because I think by the time Kirsty had symptoms, she had gone home. So I'm hoping that she's avoided giving it to anyone else, sort of thing, because obviously it's a stinky thing to have and a stinky thing to... You feel bad if you do end up giving it to anyone else. But yeah, did you get a lot of free time yesterday then? I got a last minute freelance job yesterday. So I actually spent yesterday working. So I didn't have the day off. I had it off from streaming and off from filming what I was meant to be filming. So yeah. So yes, I did still work, but it was a very relaxed day. Kai, thank you very much for the 44 months and that tattoo. But yeah, I guess it depends where Kirsty got it from, because if she got it from holiday, the likelihood will be that I will also get it at some point. Whereas if she got it before the holiday and it just took a little... Because apparently it can take between like 2 and 14 days to show, to like test positive. So it could be that she actually got it from somewhere before the holiday, and she was lucky in that she avoided feeling poopy while she was away, and then it reared its ugly head once she was home. Mayhaps. But yeah, good morning, pizza. Hope you're feeling better. I'm not the ill one. That's poor Kirsty. I know we sound the same. But yeah, it's poor Kirsty that's not feeling... Hello! You know the pellets are up there, don't you? That's what you're after. Boo, boo, boo. I made a big boo-boo with Gerry yesterday because he didn't want to cross over to the carpet to get the pellets. So I scooped him up. And put him across. And he was really sad about it. And I was like, oh... Oh no, my poor boy, I'm sorry. Morning, Ducky. But yeah, I saw a comment on, because they did that new 2 rooms and a boom thing the other day, got released, and I was like, oh, I wonder what the reception's been like. So I looked at the comments, and one person was being like, I never realised that Bradley and Kirsty sound exactly the same. And I was just like, no. But yeah, it's oh, little sneaky tufts to steal. I've been slowly working through Fifi's tufts. Her bum is still quite tufty, but you don't though. See, I don't think we do. But then Kirsty the other day recorded some of her voice for well, just because she was like, she lost her voice quite a bit when she wasn't feeling well. And she put the recording in her Discord, and people kept on saying, like, oh, you sound like Brownie. And even Kirsty herself was like, yeah, I thought the laugh was really Brownie. I was like, oh, it's getting to the point. And also, there was the time, I think I mentioned this, when we were doing a recording together. It might have been, I can't think what it was. But at one point I spoke, and Kirsty said she thought when she heard me, her first thought was, who's playing like a soundbite of me? I'm just like, wait, even you can't tell us apart anymore? But yeah. Gerry, are you already done? He's going off his pellets again. He gets so excited for them, and then he has a couple and he's just like, no. Okay, you're definitely not going off your pellets though, are you? No. You like yours. Okay, I'm going to put the rest to one side for a bit until Gerry is more hongy. Then you can have them. Ooh. I've got La Poisson Steve in my head. It's stuck in there. Can I steal some of this? Can I steal some of your little tufty skirt that you've been growing? My gosh, Fifi, you're so floofy at the moment. You little raggedy bun, aren't you? You raggedy? I know you know there's more pellets, but you have to wait a little bit, otherwise you'll inhale everything and Gerry won't get any. I know. Always homgy. Got an empty pit in your stomach, haven't you? My goodness. You and Kirsty have performed the fusion dance before. That's true, we have actually combined. I know you know they're there. My goodness. Please ignore the state of the blanket. I was giving them forage on it to distract Fifi from her path of destruction that she was tearing. She just knows stuff's there. She's just trying to get up to the pellets because she knows they're on top of the table. This Banui too smart for her own good. Let me move this chair out the way. There we go. Good morning, David. What was I going to say? I was going to say something. Oh yeah, so the other day I was talking about my... Oh, Fifi, that was so close. You could have absolutely bonked your noggin there. Talking about that writing competition I entered. And I did not win. And there were like 5 honourable mentions as well, and none of those were me either. So, sadly, no beginner's luck on that one. But I think they want to make it a... what do you call it? I think they want to make it a regular thing. Good morning, Anhol, if you can hear me. Bunui indeed. Not even a dishonourable mention, no. No. So I guess that's a positive. But the lady who was like doing the prize giving and announcing, she... Oh, Gerry, don't fall over, baby boy. She she came out and she was like, okay, everyone, they were all really good, and if you didn't win, don't feel bad. It just means that someone was better than you. And I was just like, wait, what? You've just explained the essence of competition there. So you can still feel bad. So yeah, that was a great comfort. But I got to hear some of the other people's stories, and they were really good. The 2 people, because there were 3 prizes and then 5 honourable mentions, and the 2, like second and first place, hadn't even turned up. So they, they're they're so good that they don't even need to show their faces. And it was really awkward because obviously when you've got like a room full of people who have entered the competition and turned up, and then we're all like, it's because we've got free time, isn't it? We're all the losers that had time to turn up to the event. Good morning, Dave. Morning, Emma. But it was good. And I did ask if they're going to put the other entries anywhere, because I would, to be honest, I would just like to read all the others, because I got to hear 4 of them and they were good. And obviously it's just a room full of people that also have an interest in Greek mythology, so that's good. One of the people who read theirs reminded me of Sir Action Slacks, like a British Sir Action Slacks. And wrote about Dionysus, which I think is very fitting. But yeah, I'm still glad I did it. It's like Rob says, like, you wrote and submitted a story, you should be proud. I think that's, that's the good thing, is, especially as someone who, I mean, the neurospicy among us do often struggle with deadlines. So the fact that I did actually do something and submit it for a deadline, I'm still quite proud of. 'Cause yeah. And I should have spent more time on it, to be fair, but the day I checked when the deadline was the day that it was. So I only had so much time to actually do it. But I've created. It's not good, but I did it. Thank you for the follow. So yeah. I think the next event that they're having, it's not like a writing competition again, but it's like an open mic thing called Pride Not Prejudice, and it coincides with Pride Week. So that could be a nice one to go to and just hear people do. I think it's like limited to 3 minutes, so it could be like short stories or poems or just spoken word stuff or music. Good morning, Megalomaniac. But yeah, that could be good. What company is managing the competitions? It's it's all done at Waterstones. It's just like one of the people who works at the local Waterstones who just wanted to do more with it, and so they just started arranging. This is the first short story competition that they've done, but they've been doing open mics for like 3 years, I think they said. They tried it as a one-off, and then they've been doing it for 3 years now. So they just sort of organise little things to try and get community together and stuff. So I guess through Waterstones, but it's just like, I mean, to be honest though, lots of Waterstones seem to have lots of different events. So I would recommend, I never realised it was a thing before, so I'd recommend checking your local one if you have one, just to see what they're up to. Because I've been to see like authors doing talks at Waterstones and stuff like that. There's a Greek mythology talk happening there today that I'm not going to, but it does sound very interesting. So yeah, there's all Fifi. I thought she was feeling a little spicy. There's all sorts of things happen at Waterstones. The one up in Clifton has a book club, I think. Yes, it was the Sir Terry Pratchett Day competition was the one that I entered. Because it was, the premise of it was basically saying how Terry Pratchett took the like Dionysus, god of wine, and created the O God of hangovers as the flip side of that. So it was saying like, get a character from Greek mythology and play around with them and do like a 500-word story about them. But yeah, when I was in high school, we had a literature class assignment of writing a short story based on Greek mythology. So I wrote a story where the muse Calliope snuck to the mortal realm because she was bored and became a piano teacher because she thought she'd get recognised and taken back to Olympus if she did her speciality. Oh, there you go. Oh, Gerry. No big snuffs. No big snuffs. Check your library for events too. I wonder if Bristol Library's having it, because I know they have like collections that they're having, but I've never thought to check for events. But yeah. Eee. Sorry, just the way Gerry just stopped and was like, continue. But yeah. Shortix, thank you very much for the 6 months. Thank you. That is very kind of you. I think I had the same I wrote about the Golden Fleece and Jason. I think one of the things that I didn't do well enough in the story, which I realised when I heard other people's, was theirs had very much like put the Greek gods into a different setting, whereas I had just, mine was still like the original myth, but from a perspective I've not heard written about before. So I think maybe I didn't write what they were looking for, which is on me. And then if I say that that's the reason, then it can't be because of bad writing. It has to be about the content itself didn't fit the parameters, so then it's fine. But yeah, but it was nice to do. Writing isn't really something I've thought about doing before. Do you want more pellets yet? Yay! Oh, geez, Fifi, calm thyself. Hang on. I think the other thing was that they were saying, well, I thought that they said, you didn't do the right thing poorly, you did the wrong thing well. Yeah, precisely. I also thought that they'd said to not do it in the style of Terry Pratchett, whereas I swear, like, a lot of the winning ones were very Terry Pratchett, so maybe I just misread that as well. But yeah. But yes. Which member of the Greek pantheon was the god of cocker spaniels trying to chew active wires? I mean, I guess, the one most closely associated with dogs and hunting is Artemis, and I guess cocker spaniels do tend to be hunting dogs. So maybe Artemis. They've not put the entries anywhere yet, but they read out the what was it? They read out, there were 3 people who were there who were honourable mentions, and one of them was third place, and they read theirs out, and then someone else volunteered to read out the winning one. And the person who, as per Terry Pratchett's wishes, no fanfiction or spin-offs. Oh, okay, that must be what I misread. I was just like, we're not trying to copy Terry Pratchett, we're doing it in our own style. Whereas I guess that just means don't use the characters or set it in the Discworld sort of thing, which is fair dues. I know, Fifi. Boop. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the guy who read the winning one was really good. I was wondering if they're like a spoken word person around Bristol or something, because we've got a thing called Raise the Bar, in Bristol who do like spoken word events, which I've been to a couple of them, and they are really good. But yeah, he read very well. Because it did get to a point where I was thinking like, oh God, if I did win something, would I have to stand up in front of them and read it? So part of me was a little bit relieved that I hadn't. I don't have that sort of confidence. But everyone who did read theirs did very well. Look at this. Look at this floofy boy. What were the prizes? I don't know. They just got handed a little envelope. So I'm guessing it's some sort of, probably a book voucher, I would guess. But yeah, I don't know. They just got handed a little envelope with no mention of what was inside. And also there was a person who was there who was also like a published author, and she said, anyone who won, I've made notes on your writing, and if you want like a little feedback session, come meet me afterwards and I can tell you what notes I had written. But yeah. I just have to see if there's another one again, I suppose. And if this was very specifically my area of interest, so I don't know if I would enter another one, but it could just be another fun exercise to do again. And also you get to just go and hear other people's stories, which is nice. But yeah, nice being read a story. I can't see what Fifi's up to now and it concerns me. She's back into full digging on the sofa mode, which is always a fun time of year. You're terrible at writing? Okay, she's back to the sofa. I guess a lot of it just comes with like practice and having the patience to rewrite and, read through and make changes and stuff. I think it's what's that saying? Everyone's got a story in them or something. There's 2 stories in everyone and some of them are wolves. I can't remember. Good morning, Sarah. How's it going? Fifi! Will you please stop chewing the blanket? Fifi! What are you doing? You're such a little pickle today, aren't you? You're such a little pickle. You're just absolutely chaotic. She's in full spring mode. If I give you... Oh, I heard that. I heard that little donk of you hitting your head on the bowl, Fifi. My goodness. Oh dear. Absolute chaos. Come on in, Zara. Dear, oh dear. Thank you for the follow. If I put it down here, can you get some? How this bunny so hungry all the time? It's like I gave them this little treat bag yesterday because I felt bad that I was upstairs working. And she was just running around between different things, just constantly eating. And then as soon as you got food, she's like, I went in the kitchen and she was immediately there on the back of the sofa trying to eat whatever I was bringing out. Dear. Bye, Revan. Have a lovely day. Look after yourself. Stealing. Slowly stealing floof. I wonder what's made Gerry go the opposite way though and be off of his food a bit. Or if it is just that he had too many... Wait. There you go. Oh, sorry. Don't know where that went. Oh my gosh, Fifi. squeeze my hand next to the this brutish bunny head. My goodness. Oh, there's been a new update on the Twitch highlights debacle as well. I don't know what's happened on either Twitch's end or YouTube's end or something, but all of a sudden just so many exports are failing, and I'm just like, what is happening? Is it that people are getting into panic mode and doing more, and it's just like causing it to mess up more or something? But my goodness, it's just become even more difficult to get through them, and I'm like, please, I'm on the final stretch now. Let me just get through these. But yeah, it keeps on just saying like, export failed, delete. I'm like, why? But because I was hoping to be done with them by now, so I could start Sarah is organising the floof. So yeah, that I could start actually working through the live stuff that's constantly being deleted now. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna have lost like a month's worth of streams, which is fine. It's not that I lack for content, but it would just be nice to be able to get on with something else now, you know, instead of just be dealing with. Fifi just threw a cushion onto the floor and then she stared at it like, why did you do that? Fifi, that was you, my love. Are you digging an actual sofa now? My goodness. Fifi! Fifi! Come here, little pickle. Give you some of this to distract you a little bit. See, this is why the blankie is so messy. Because little pickle here needs to be distracted all of the time. But yeah. Not sure if you're aware, but some of the recent uploads are low resolution. Not sure if that's because from some source of YouTube being stinky or anything. Oh no! Oh dear. Wait, and they can't be changed into anything else? Because I've not changed what I've been doing at all. There's literally one button and it just says export. It doesn't give you any choice between settings or anything. Oh, that's stinky. No, sadly, whatever those are will just be lost now. Because if it's uploaded to YouTube, I've just been deleting it from Twitch. So yeah. Butts. Oh, she's having a little bit of a rest from chaos now. Gerry, this is life for the next 6 months. Chaos. Not for me, but my YouTube is through my TV, so it could also be that. Oh, okay. I wonder why. I wonder why it's doing that. Although there was someone who like had saved all of the. Oh, do you know what? It's just one of those things that it's just getting more and more like. I get to the point where morning life, like where I'm just thinking, should I just delete everything? Just give up with it, because it's just like every time you think, oh, this is finally going okay, like Twitch just finds another way to make it more difficult. It's just like I don't know how people do it, keeping up with VODs and stuff. I wonder what everyone else has been doing, because there's like, I know some people had like a lot more hours to deal with than I did. And I guess a lot of people play more series games than I do. But then again, a lot of people already had VOD channels and were running hours, were already on top of things. But yeah, dear, oh dear. Sips editor working overtime, yeah. Yeah. Because then, like, part of me thinks, like, oh, is the half of the charm of streaming that it is fleeting, if that makes sense? Is it like a format that is meant to be enjoyed at that moment, and then once it's done, sort of thing? So I do think, like, oh, should I even be saving stuff? And that's why I got rid of, like, a lot. I mean, I literally deleted, like, probably, like, 900 hours, because I was like, no, this doesn't need to be preserved. And I'm almost through, like, the Mass Effect. But yeah. I almost never watch VODs. Yeah, see, that's the thing. That's why I've been thinking, like, should I be saving all of this? But yeah, it's been nice to watch back the Play-Doh streams before I started. Oh, yeah, see, I like the things like that. I've been thinking, like, oh, if people enjoy, you know, the comfort zone dynamic or the Kirby dynamic, that sort of stuff I'm gonna save. Because obviously that's like a one-off thing that could be placed anytime in history to be watched, sort of thing. And I guess my reasoning there is that it tends to be more that we're talking to each other rather than talking to chat as well. Good morning, Heng. Oh, wobbly boy. Do I need to keep a hand out? Oh, just in case. Don't go tumbling. Well done, baby boy. I saw the little feet lift off the floor very briefly. I thought, just in case. No Hollow Knight is saved. No, that's all disappeared into the mists of time. I have been uploading stuff, but it's literally stuff from like 2-3 years ago. I've not got anywhere near more recent things. I think, well, I guess Mass Effect was last year, so that's getting close. But yeah, I'm definitely not in current days. Is there any Turner Tuesday? No, that's all lost to time as well. Because the backups only started once Rob was around, because he's been doing it all these years, bless him. And damn him. Damn him for giving me all this to sort through. Why I oughta. But yeah, looks like you have to do another one. He's a difficult man to pin down, that Alex Turner. Where's she off to now? Is she off to the kitchen? I think she is off to the kitchen. I can hear her in the kitchen. I don't know what she's expecting to find in there. She's probably hoping I'll follow her in and open the fridge. Because I think she's realised that the fridge is where the food is stored. Speaking of years in advance, it wasn't. It was the opposite of that. But I got excited the other day because I saw that Dropout Improv was coming to Bristol in June. I just saw June dropout was like, yes. I was like, I'm going to buy tickets to this. And it turns out it's June 2026. And I'm like, I don't know if I'll still have a sense of humor in 2026. I can't book things that far in advance. However could I do this? But it will still be good, I imagine. But the problem is, like, if I buy tickets for things too far in advance, I just sort of forget that they're happening. Like, Alex and I bought tickets to see a band in Bristol, and every month for like the last 3 months, we've been like, did we miss it? And it's not until June. But every month we're just like, wait, is that gig yet? Dear, oh dear. It's like we had it with what's his name? Stuart Lee. We bought tickets to see him, and then we were meant to see him in 2020, and obviously everything got rescheduled for that. And then by the time the gig actually came around, we just like completely forgot it was happening. I think we just happened to check like a couple days before it was happening and be like, oh, we should go to this. You got longest chance this month. Nice. Last year I purchased tickets for Stardew Valley concert in London, which isn't until 2026. Yeah, I don't remember back in my day, I don't remember things being so far in advance. But yeah, I got Stardew Valley tickets too and keep forgetting. That's the problem. I swear when it's so far, you just... Well, I guess the nice side of it is if you spend a lot of money on tickets, by the time you get around to it, it feels free because you've forgotten spending that money. Mornings, Eric. That's what we had when we went to Center Parcs, because my friend had planned it so far in advance that by the time we actually got there, we were like, oh, free holiday. That was previous me money. This isn't current me money. But yeah, back in my day, you just showed up at the door. Yeah. Buy tickets at the booth. Just buy a ticket from booth. Peddle them outside. A famous archaeologist I love is doing a lecture tour this summer. Ooh, hello. Have you just suddenly decided you're hungry? You hungry boy? Take it, I can't interest you in floor mess that I've created. No. No. Look at you. Tea. Entire city becomes a free big festival on Monday. Oh, that's exciting. Going to see Lincoln Park in June? Ooh. Booked the trains and hotel ages ago, so it's a free weekend in London. See, that's the way to look at it. But yeah. I was thinking about getting tickets for Daddy Freya, who's back in Bristol in September. See, that's not too bad. Buying tickets in like April, May for a September gig, I'll accept that. That's reasonable. But yeah, last time I saw him was really good, so I'm tempted to go to that again. It's at a place I've never even been to in Bristol. Like, I've walked past it a lot, but it's not a venue I've actually been in. Fifi! She's being such a pickle. What are you doing? What are you doing? I've been doing the opposite. Book tickets ages away and then panic last minute and fork out for hotels and transport. Oh no. It's like Alex and I still haven't planned how we're getting back from London, from Scotland in a few weeks. And we keep thinking, are we going to be stranded? We really should organise some sort of transport to get home. Otherwise, we're just going to be stuck there. Which, normally would be fine, but the bunnies won't be there. We tried to get tickets for the wrestling the other day, actually, the Forbidden Door. I was in a cool... He's just eating the hay. He's just eating the stuff that's already there, Fifi. It's just things that are already there if you eat off the floor. She's very unimpressed. What was I going to say? What was that pause for? Have you done a crime? Did you do a crime? I got a trip booked in September. Everything's organised except getting home. Yeah, see, that's the problem we have. We've thought very much about getting there. Morning, Asenta. Good morning, Drew. But not getting home. 'Cause I hate flying. I hate it. And also, I can also say that, you know, as a friend of Simon Clark, I feel it would be improper to fly. So that's also my excuse. So I feel like we should use a more green way of travelling. And it's not just because I'm terrified of it. So just trying to think what that could be. She's too busy. She's just really too busy to join the stream. I'm very sorry. I'm waiting for flights to be cheaper. If I can't, for whatever reason, I'll be stranded in Bath. Oh no! Wait, what? Bath over here? You coming all the way over here? Or is there a Bath over there? Because I guess other people have different, sometimes it's the same place name, isn't it? Oh, no. I thought you were going to flop, baby boy. You don't want to. I swear there was something else I was going to say. I was in the middle of thinking something and then it left me. I don't remember. There was... Oh, that... Okay, no, it's completely unrelated. I have... I've leveled up. I have leveled up in the world of being a millennial. You'll all be very proud to hear. I've reached a new millennial level. In that, I started the other day, I started a sourdough starter. Oh yeah, I'm that type of millennial now. Oh, I've gone from, you know, just being the having only animals, not children level of millennial to going to the full artisan bread making level of millennial. Woo! It may not work, but I'm trying my darndest. Owls, that's so cool. Fifi! Fifi! Please stop eating the sofa, my angel. I know you can hear me. I can see your ears listening to every word intently and choosing to disobey. Fifi! What are you doing, you pickle? Fifi! In this house, we don't eat sofas. Thank you. Thank you. I'm planning to go foraging for wild garlic. Have I leveled up? Oh my gosh, yes, I also want to do that because there's loads of wild garlic. Fifi near us. So I would Fifi. I really want to go and get some. Will you stop? Oh my goodness. You're on one today, my angel. There we go. That's a much more reasonable activity, I feel, than destroying the furniture. It's just cuddling with Gerry. That's very lovely. Very lovely indeed. What was I going to say? I feel like that's become my motto. What was I talking about? What was I going to say? Yes, so I started a sourdough starter. I'm on today will be day 5 of the feeding stage of it, the building it up stage of it. And then I think tomorrow is the scary day where I actually have to start doing things. And I don't understand the instructions. And then I tried reading instructions on the internet and I got more confused. So, and then I looked into, because I was just like, oh, this is really cute. I can just start, I can have bread whenever I want now within 24 to 48 hours of desiring bread. It's just that quick. And I was like, oh, now I just have to read about the stage of actually making the bread. And it's like, first, you'll need, also, I'm going to say, if any of you laugh at this story, you're very immature. Firstly, you need to have a dough scraper because the dough's very sticky, and then you need a proving basket to prove it in because otherwise it doesn't get the air that it needs. You don't just do it in a bowl, you need a proving basket. And then when it comes into the actual baking stage, it's like you need a Dutch oven. And I was just like, what? I didn't realize that making bread came with such a long equipment list of things that I need. Oh my gosh, I told you not to giggle at such things. But then I was reading another thing and it was just like, actually, a Dutch oven isn't the best thing for the bread. You need blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, oh my goodness. How am I going to do... I've just been looking up, can I do it without this? Can I do it without this? And it's like, yeah, you can. But then I still find myself looking up, proving baskets. And I'm like, oh, they are cute. But then what if I make, at what point of buying equipment does it start to pay off to have actually just bought... I mean, I could buy so many loaves of sourdough before it starts actually earning me anything. Not earning, but, not being in the red. Steve, thank you very much for the 52 months. So, a proving basket is they tend to be rattan, I guess, or something that has a breathable thing so that air is still getting to the dough. Rather than if you put it in a bowl, it can still get air to it, which apparently gives you a better crust at the end of it. Because otherwise, I guess, something like that. I can't remember. I was reading about this very late at night. I mean, it is one of those things you can do it without it. And all of the things were like, yeah, you can, but I don't know, gonna get shit bread, aren't you? So I was looking up the other things that you can use instead of a Dutch oven, and they're just literally just put a casserole dish with water in it in your oven, and that will, because I guess when you're baking sourdough, it needs a very moist oven. It's is what my understanding of it is. But yeah. But yes, I mean, I'm obviously going to try and make the first loaf without any of that stuff. I'm just going to see how it goes. And I've been reading about how, if you put, a test blob of your starter in water, and if it floats, that means it's ready to sourdough, and all of this stuff. I've been doing so much sourdough research recently, because I got a starter that had instructions, and nowhere on the instructions does it tell you how to bake the bread once you've finished with it. It's literally just for the starter. And I was just like, but what am I starting this for if not to make bread as the outcome? I don't just want it as a pet. I want the bread out of it. Good morning, Limewood. How you doing? Gerry, please don't fall over. I can't reach you to stop you from there. Are you having a stable day? He's doing okay. He's doing okay. Need the sourdough finisher manual. That's true. That's true. Apparently, I'm getting into the stage where I think it's after day 6 that most people name their starter. So I'm getting close to it. I think it should be in like 2 days' time that I need to pick out a name. Oh, dear, oh dear. But I think the problem is because I'm using a very like, I've read that, you know, different types of flour that you use affect how much starter you use and how long you leave it to prove for and all of this stuff. So I'm gonna write to the people I got the flour from and ask, do you have a specific recipe you would recommend for this? Redwood. Oh. What kind of sourdough is it? I want to say it is wholemeal spelt, I think. I'm pretty sure it's spelt. I think. Yeah. It does say on the bag, but I forgot. I forgot. And it came in its own little jar. There was an option of spelt or rye, but to be honest, I just picked up the first jar I saw and I didn't realise there were options. So, so yeah, it was just whatever one called to me. Sourdough. I will be making sourdough. It all sounds far too stressful. I'm obviously not ready to level up yet. See, I didn't realise, because when I was watching, I was like reading the actual recipe to make sourdough, and it's all like you add a spoonful of your starter to flour, and then you add water, and then you leave it to prove for like 8 hours, and then you do this and you leave that for 3 hours, and then you do this and leave it for 12 hours, and then you can start doing this. I was just like, blooming heck. How many times can I walk back and forth to the shop and just buy sourdough in all of this time? But, you know, it still seems nice. It's a nice project to have. But it just feels like one of those, you know, when you buy a magazine that says like build a model train or something, 99p, and then you find out that there's actually like 100 more parts and the rest of the rest of the magazines are gonna be like $6.99, and you're like, by the end of this I could have just bought a model train. It feels like that, because obviously once you actually want to make the sourdough, you had to buy more flour. I think in my head, a sourdough starter was dough. So I just thought, it just keeps growing, and then I just shove that in an oven and it makes sourdough. I didn't realise it's just like a little thing that you put into another bread recipe to make it sourdough. So I'm getting quite the breaducation on all of this. I just didn't realise that I've just like signed up to some sort of bread pyramid scheme now, where I just keep on having to buy more and more flour. But yes, the bread cult I have. Dear oh dear. I read a meme that a sourdough starter is like the millennial version of a Tamagotchi. It really is. Good morning, Katie. Good morning, my love. Katie, I was saying I've leveled up in the millennial world. I have started a sourdough starter. I've done it. You're making it. What's an Eloise? Who's Eloise? Is it bread? Is she bread? Are they bread? I realise I've not given the bunnies a TikTok famous starter. Wait, what? Oh my gosh. See, this is the thing. I now have to learn all of the bread lore as well. The The rich bread law that comes with it. Right. Gerry! Oh my goodness. Okay, I be quiet. I give them lunch. Do, do. Gerry! Why is my boy so picky today? Gerry! Gerry! Come on, Angel. No? No. I'll save that for you. Gerry! Gerry! Gerry, do you want this? No. Okay, I'll put some aside for you. Have you changed your mind? Yes, there's some there for you. Do. No. Okay. Okay, that's all right. Do you want it? This baby boy. He do want the food. He just doesn't know he wants the food. Oh, baby boy. The first recipe for cooking sourdough on Google is all like, it's all about finding a recipe that fits your schedule. See, this is the thing. I didn't realize just how mad it was. I just really like sourdough. Part of me was thinking like, oh, could I just I wonder if I could just take some starter to a local bakery and just be like, can you just make me a bread with this, please? But then again, that would probably just end up costing more than just buying a loaf of sourdough. So I guess it's meant to be for the love of doing, isn't it? But whilst I've been doing all of this, here's my son, please make him into bread. Help him. It's like getting a home tutor for your child. But yeah, I was thinking like, this is another bloomin' millennial thing to do as well. I was thinking like, oh, should I start vlogging this? Should I make a sourdough vlog? Should I chronicle my journey? Everyone is going to be very interested in the world of making bread. Have I made other breads? No, yes and no. I made some bread rolls the other week. I just pushed it down a hill. No, I made some just like very quick, simple bread rolls to have with soup. They were not good. I mean, they were fine. They were fine. You're really sniffling that snamper, aren't you? You're just straight up snorfing all in the blanket. I was thinking, should I ask Silas? Because I know that he did have a sourdough starter for a while. I don't know if he still does. But it's that like ADHD stubborn thing of not wanting any help. I'm just like, no, this is my journey. I want to figure it out for myself. Because that way, when I encounter the first tiny stumbling block, I can give up and no one has to know. I'm making my own car. Yeah. Oh, goopy eye. There we go. Dear, oh dear. Well, I guess on that note, it's time for me to run away, and go get started with work. Also, maybe I'll have some beans on toast first. Or should I reward them as a lunchtime reward? I'll see how I get on with the editing today, and then maybe I will be able to do a stream this afternoon if I've got time. Because maybe I can use this as a check to... I'm going to do what I was suggested the other day of opening OBS as administrator and seeing if that helps to run things a bit easier. Boop. Boop. Have you been sufficiently distracted? Are you going back to the sofa now? There she goes. There she goes. Rye sourdough is not that complicated from what I remember when I baked it regularly. That's how I got onto this. So it says like how often you feed your sourdough starter and whether you keep it at room temperature or in the fridge is all down to how regularly you bake bread. If you're going to bake it regularly, then do it. And I'm just like, what is regular? Because if someone murdered someone every 3 months, you'd be like, yeah, they are killing people quite regularly. Whereas if someone only pooed like every 2 weeks, you'd be like, you are not regular, my dude. So what is regular in the world of bread? Like, how regularly do you have to be baking bread for it to be like, yeah, is it daily? Is it weekly? Is it every other week? Like, what is regular? Because regular isn't a regular assumption to make. You know? Is like, would you say weekly? It's a strange comparison, but I get what you mean. Like, there are just things that, like, I don't know. So, what is regular? Takes a day or two to revive a cold starter. See, yeah, that's the thing, is like they were saying if you're not going to be doing it regularly, then you'll have to like refresh it before you bake it. Whereas if you are, then you can just keep it how it is and just feed it like once a week or something. I don't know. There's all different things. But TSG, thank you very much for the 17 months. Thank you. So when the doctor asks if I'm regular, do they mean do I bake bread or do I murder? But yeah, I used to bake maybe every other week and it was fine. Because that's the thing, I don't want to be baking bread every week because that seems like a lot. But then again, maybe that could be nice. Anyway, these are the questions that we must ask ourselves. Save some flour because if it's out, you need to feed it every day. Oh, I see. Whereas you can just keep it in like a cool space and only feed it every week or two, I guess. Okay. Well, Oh, the other thing I was looking up, I need to stop streaming, but the other thing I was looking up was the recipes that you can make with the rejected sourdough. Because obviously some of it is just like, discard half of it. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, that's so much to be getting rid of. But it turns out there are different things that you can do with that. And I'm also excited for that. Basically, the problem I'm having at the moment is that life isn't Minecraft. And it's not just a set rule that you have to follow. You have to use intuition, and I don't know that. Anyway, Rob or Anhul, where can you send us away to? Fifi! Fifi! Oh. Oh. Don't just put 3 wheat in a crafting table. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, have you decided you're hungry again? Because all of the food sort of went because you're married to a gannet. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, baby boy. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, we can go to night, Sham. Good shout. Who's a handsome little Fifi? Fifi! 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 I know I had to trick you with the bowl, but you are eating the you are eating the sofa, and that's not allowed. Fifi! You married a monster. Rating in big minutes, thank you. Bunnies, technically they sort of can eat a tiny little bit of bread. Sometimes when people are giving them medicine, they soak it into bread and give it to them, but they shouldn't not eat it regularly at all. And by regularly, I mean only one bit every year. Well, everyone, look after yourselves and be good. Go and tuck your sourdough starters into their cupboards and give them a little kiss from me. And I shall speak to you all soon. Look after yourselves. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. Oh, Gerry, whilst you're here, I can give you a little bum check. That's nice, isn't it? Lovely. Good job, buddy. Good job. Good. Fifi. Oh, my goodness. Okay, I'm going to go wrestle Fifi. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Boop. Boop.